Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this installment of Mike's Vehicle Vlogs. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Before we get started, I do have something that I want to say in regards to my merchandise. So for a little while now, I've had this Vlog Tech shirt that I designed featuring my O1 Aztek, of course. I designed this and put it in my Teespring store, which is where you can buy the merchandise for Mike's Vehicle Spotlight and Mike's Vehicle Vlogs. And this has been on the store for a little while. I actually ordered this one for myself because when this thing is finally ready to be driven for the first time, I was going to wear it to celebrate. Thinking that the car was ready to be driven, I ordered mine, and it came sometime last week. Since then, I've posted a picture of the actual shirt on my Instagram and my Facebook pages for Mike's Vehicle Spotlight, and I've had some people actually interested in ordering the same shirt. However, after I received mine in the mail and posted the pictures and stuff, I got an email from Teespring saying that they were pulling the shirt because it would contain third-party content. Now honestly, I don't know what content they're referring to. The picture is mine, the car is mine, I did this design. I mean, there really isn't any third-party content here unless they're referring to Pontiac, in which I updated the picture, took the logo out, and re-uploaded it, and it too also got pulled. So I just wanted to let people know, if whoever was interested in ordering the VlogTech t-shirt, that unfortunately at this time it cannot be ordered, and I'm still looking into seeing what I can do to make it so that way those who are interested can purchase this. But I just wanted to apologize at this time. It is not available, and I'm deeply sorry for that. However, I do have other merchandise that can be ordered in regards to the vlog or Mike's Vehicle Spotlight. So I just wanted to thank you for checking out the store and for your interest. And I'm deeply sorry that these ones are not available. Are your arms getting tired, honey?
Yes.
Thank you, honey. Also, the one with my cat is still available. My 2001 Pontiac Aztek GT. 170,480 miles. My $400 Aztek. Well over $2,000 into it. At this point, she's pretty much ready to go back onto the road. Over the course of the year and a half, we rebuilt the entire top half of the engine. New head gaskets, new intake gaskets, new heads even. Our steering lines, transmission lines, a new radiator, new coolant bypass lines, new camshaft position sensor, newer belt, a couple of new pulleys, new transmission filter, brake lines. I mean, just about everything mechanically to get this car on the road was done. The only thing that I needed were tires and brakes. 2 tires anyway. So, front tires. We finally got some nice front tires on the car. And all I had to do was get the brakes done. Well, I was able to get the car to move for the very first time since it's been here in this spot. Like I said, about a year and a half-ish already. She moved on her own, but of course that didn't come without a consequence. Just look at how nice that wheel looks from the side profile. Isn't that wonderful? So this wheel is completely crooked. And it didn't get that way until I reversed it back into the spot right here. What could have possibly changed to get this wheel to end up like that when it's been perfectly straight this entire time up until I had to back the car up? Well, I'd be more than happy to show you guys. So it appears as though my strut has completely rusted off of the plate that the strut attaches to, and the spring is right up against the tower, and there's a hole where the right there, the very top of the strut should be. That part should be up in that hole. The entire thing rusted out, so the wheel is really only connected through the axle and probably the lower control arm. There's nothing at the top holding the wheel straight at this point. This strut is not broken. Not yet anyway. I mean, that should be what it should look like on the other side. And this is something that I was really hoping I wasn't going to have to deal with, but I should have known with the car at 170,000 miles, and being that its condition was not even the best when I got it, and just all of the neglect that it seems that this car has had through its, what, 18 years of life. I should have known that the struts were going to have to be done. Yeah. So my dilemma was, not only do I have to replace the front struts, but the back shocks. Those were something that I was already planning on replacing, because this GT has the trailer air ride suspension in the back, which means there's an air compressor underneath the driver's seat under the car, and basically, depending on how much weight you put in the back, the air compressor fills up these air shocks back there to level out the suspension, the load of the back of the Aztek, which also comes in handy obviously if you're towing a trailer and you're adding weight to the back. But the compressor seems to work, but the air lines have been completely rotted out of the bottom side of the car, and honestly I'm not dealing with that. I was going to buy gas shocks and just replace them with normal gas shocks from an Aztek that doesn't have the air ride suspension in the back. So I had already planned on doing that. But the struts, however, I was really hoping I wasn't going to have to deal with the struts. Trying to get them out from underneath the hood where the towers are, trying to get the bolts out, it's going to be kind of complicated, I've heard, I've seen. But, you know, I'll show you guys here in a bit. So my situation is, I was debating on whether I wanted to buy all new shocks and struts for this car. And on Amazon, I actually found a really good deal where I could get the 2 quick struts for the front and the rear shocks for the back. And it would just be a little over $200, and that's not bad. But I honestly don't have the $200 to order and do that. I mean, I could come up with that money, but it's going to be a while before I would actually get them. And I could always go to my local U-Pull-It. I can pull a strut off of another Aztek or Rendezvous, you know, those are the same, you know, whatever. As long as they look good, I could pull one off of there myself and only pay about $23 a strut. And I like that idea better. I don't like the idea of it being used, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm ready to dump new suspension into this car quite yet. I mean, granted, I've already spent a lot of money putting new things on this car, stuff that obviously I wouldn't want to buy used. But as far as the struts and stuff, I don't know if I want to spend that much money going into new suspension like that, because I still honestly am not 100% sure if this car is even worth it. Being that the abuse and the rust and stuff, who knows how long I'm going to have this car. Now granted, I could always take that stuff back off, and if I ever get an Aztek, which honestly, when the day comes where I get rid of this one, I'm hoping I could get another one. Hopefully one that I don't have to dump as much work into. But that's going to be something that the future will obviously hold for us. But I could always take the stuff off and hold on to them. Or I could just buy the used ones and ride with them until either they break or I don't know. But honestly, guys, just for the sake of getting this done quicker and saving a little bit of money in the long run, I think I am going to go with the used options, and we'll just see what happens from there. So, not today, obviously, and I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but sometime soon, within the next week or so, I will be probably pulling struts off of another Aztek, and the shocks as well. The shocks at the rear shocks at the U-Pull-It are like $5 a shock. That's not bad. Now, I just got to make sure I find some that are in good shape, and hopefully, you know, I'll be able to find ones that aren't leaking or old. Try to get them off of the newest model as possible. Like with an Aztek, an 05 would be my latest, or hopefully I can find one that looks like it's been recently replaced with a new one. You know, I mean, it's all about what I can find and whatnot. Today, however, I was thinking about taking the tire off and maybe just taking that strut off and just seeing what the situation's gonna be as far as the strut tower goes. Because I'm hoping that the only thing that rusted out is just the plate. But the rest of that hole looks pretty jagged. And who knows if the tower is even still going to be in place or strong enough to hold a new strut. If it's a bad situation, I know that they sell plates that you can put over top of the strut towers under the hood for rusted out situations like this. But if it's so bad, I don't know if I'm gonna have to have somebody like actually weld a new tower piece or what. I honestly don't know what the situation is going to entail. I mean, like I said, it's just rough all the way around. The sun is actually gonna start setting soon, so just so happens to be casting my shadow on all of my usual shots here, so I apologize. So as you can see, when you look under the hood of the Aztek, you can't really see the strut towers because they are actually hidden by the windshield cowl. And out of the two, the driver's side is probably easier to get to. You can kind of see the bolts right there. There's one, and you have to take this wiper blade arm or this wiper motor arm off to really get access to those. You may also have to take the cruise control thing back off. I mean, that's not that bad. So getting to that one, I'm sure it's probably still going to be a pain, but it's going to be probably easier than this because I'm going to have to take this relay center back off again. I just had it off not too long ago. Probably gonna have to unhook everything. Actually, I do want to unhook these because I have this harness here routed weird, and I think the one around the wiper motor is kind of weird too, so I gotta fix those somehow. But anyway, and then I may even have to take the wiper motor off, and I honestly don't know how to do that. I don't know what is holding that on. I don't know if there might be a way. I could probably sneak past it and work around it to get to that particular tower. This isn't bolted on yet. Try to pull it off the wiper there. Oh, I might not have to unplug it. That's good. I do want to get that one harness off though. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I might have to take that off. Oh, geez. You can see the hole. Oh my gosh. See, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough. Well, now I'm pushing on it. It is flaking here. But I could push around that. Oh. It just caved in some. Okay, I think that's the plate actually. I think I just pushed on the plate. The body doesn't seem to be really coming apart that bad. What else? What else? Trying to see under there as good as I can. Yeah, that's a pretty decent hole. Yikes. But I was going to try to take the plate off. I don't know how that wiper motor is connected. I'll figure it out, I guess. Well, we've gone this far with this car so far. So let me get this car off the ground. I talked enough at the beginning of this video. We'll get the car back off the ground, get the jack stand under it. One thing that I am concerned about is how easy this is going to come out. It may come out real easy, but I am concerned because the spring is loose. I don't know when the tire is on the ground, or not on the ground, I'm sorry, when the car is up off of the ground and this tire is hanging, and such, and I get the tire off, you know, hopefully that spring isn't compressed too much, because these springs are highly dangerous. So I don't know if it's how quick it's gonna want to shoot off of there, but we'll find out. So if I'm even able to get the stuff off today, I'm sure the bolts on the knuckle are going to be a pain. So hopefully I'll have the manpower to get them off with a little bit of PB Blaster, hopefully. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I didn't have these on very tight, only because I knew I wasn't taking it anywhere yet. I was planning on doing the brakes first before the wheels are on for good, but it appears as though she had other plans for me. Yeah, I wonder how much tension is still in that spring. I mean, it looks pretty stretched out, so maybe it's not that bad. Oh, those are going to be a treat. As of right now, all that we really have to do to get that off, because since the top is already separated from the rest of the strut, we just have to take these two knuckle bolts off, and those have probably never been taken off, I'm guessing. So that's going to take a while, probably. I don't even know if I'll be able to do it. Well, I didn't realize this, but I don't have the socket that that is the size of the nuts at this time. I did spray them down with the PB Blaster. You can see kind of splattered everywhere. So the PB Blaster is going to be soaking, and it's probably going to be applied again, obviously, before we try to take those off. So instead, I guess I'm going to try to go up top and figure out how to get the plate off. I'm trying to figure out how to get the wiper motor off. I know you can, I think, use a screwdriver to pry these little arms off that go across. I'm going to have to take that one off anyway. I think you just need a flathead. You just pop them off, I think. Yeah, got to take the cruise control thing out again. It's hard to get this cable like out of the way. I don't want to disconnect the cable because I don't know how it's really set up, you know. And probably gonna have to take this box off too, again. All that holds these on are these two 10mm bolts on the side. They actually get loose pretty quick. And then at the bottom of this little box, it's kind of clipped on to that support bar. So once these are out, you just got to pull it off of that, and then you're good to take it off. Just like that. And then that part right there, supposedly, we gotta take the flathead that I just lost. Oh, here it is. pop it under this thing, I guess. Come on. Yeah, that thing. Just pops off, supposedly. Like that. It's a little ball joint. And then I'm going to have to do it at this side here. Some real prying power on there. Probably gonna have to grease that, perhaps. Okay, so that comes out like that. And then from there, I still have no idea how to get the wiper motor off. Probably don't even have to take that off, really, just disconnect it from that side. So is the wiper motor held on by like a bunch of braces? So we can actually see the driver's side tower now. Yeah, it's in place, but it still looks pretty iffy. Doesn't seem to be as bad as the other one. There's a bolt back there. One there, and the one there. Those are gonna be awful, I bet. Anyway, so that's, at least I got one side visible. I just gotta figure out how to do this side. Well, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to actually do a little more research on this. I was really hoping the wiper motor wasn't gonna have to come out, but I don't think there's any way that I'm gonna be able to get to any of those bolts, really, with the exception of maybe that front one. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to any of the other ones and get like leverage to actually loosen those up. Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a couple weeks since I started working with the strut situation over here. Originally I didn't have the right size socket to get the nuts off of the knuckle on the lower end of the strut, and we were also trying to figure out what we got to do about this wiper motor, being that the wiper motor is in the way of the strut tower to get the rest of the strut off. As far as the wiper motor goes, I think I have to completely take the arms off of the assembly there. So what I might end up doing is I might actually just reattach these arms to the assembly, because if I'm dropping the entire wiper motor out, there's really no need for it to be off. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter, because this arm here, I mean, this is all loose. There's nothing really holding that on there. I guess technically I don't have to take that arm off, I don't think. Yes, I do. Never mind, because I think it's still connected underneath. But as you can see, we do have access to that tower. Not really taking that strut off yet, because there's no need. But we're definitely getting this one off since this is the broken one. So yeah, probably gonna have to take the arms off and hope for the best in that situation. As far as the knuckle, I did buy the socket. It is a Deepwell 13/16. And guess what? I've already got one off. All I had to use was the PB blaster. I didn't even have to use the extension on my ratchet, my trusty black pipe. So here's what the nut looks like. Got the one, and this one is, I started working on it, so it's just about ready to come off. And from there, we're gonna take a mallet and we gotta pound this out. Now I don't know how well this is gonna go, considering the fact that that's not attached on the top, and hopefully this spring doesn't come down and like kill me or something, like shoot out. But yeah, so we have to pound these out, and I don't know, it's not budging, so this is probably going to take a while, probably because of all the tension sitting on that. So I don't know, it's probably going to take a while to knock them out, and hopefully that'll go well. Then I can get my new one, or my used one. I got to take this one anyway to the junkyard, because they got to use that as a core. And depending on how far I get with that, maybe we'll do the wiper motor shortly after. So let me get to this and see if we can get this out. Started getting the top one off with this. The rubber mallet wasn't really doing anything, but you can see the top one's coming out. I'm trying to get the bottom one to start sliding out. There it goes. Oh, okay, one's out. And you can see they got grooves on them. That's how they kind of stay in there. They're kind of oddly shaped on this side, but those grooves are what cut into the thing when you're kind of tightening it. So kind of afraid to see what's going to happen here. So I might want to stand back a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, okay. Okay, not as bad as I was expecting. So I'm not sure how much room is left. Now we gotta actually get the knuckle off of it. Hoping we'll be able to do this somehow. So of course it's stuck to the knuckle. Has to be expected. God, I hope the axle's not gonna like pop out or something. That's on the boot. There's still quite a bit of compression in that spring, isn't there? All right, we got it. So I used both hands and I kind of was twisting it around, and it started falling out. So yeah, let's just try to get it off piece by piece. Maybe it won't. I might need both hands again. Let's see. Go this way. Oop. I'm gonna snag that brake line. There it is. Yeah. All right. Jeez, look at how bad that top of that tower is. Oh. And whew, I'm sweating my eyes. I don't think we really broke anything. Brake line's okay. Now this I see this going in and out, so I hope that didn't like disconnect. I don't think it would have, but we should be allowed to have some play in that, because it should be flexible for this reason. But so yeah, so knuckle, giant hole. So now we just have to get the top off. I might take a break first though, it's hot. Alright, I'm back. So we're gonna go ahead and try to take the wiper arms off now, and then I'm assuming we're gonna have to actually take the cowl off. This entire piece here, there's several of those pop rivets. Actually gives us a good opportunity to actually clean all that stuff out. Ooh, I do not want to lose these. These are for that cruise control box. Good thing I noticed those were there. Please put those there so we don't lose them. Forgot I put them there. So trying to get these arms off. They make a wiper arm puller for obviously wipers that are tough to remove, and a lot of them usually are because the way that they're splined. I'm just hoping we'll be able to actually get these off without much issue. Doubt it, but hey, I can try to stay a little positive, right? So, and this is all just to get to that strut tower, because I really don't think you're going to be able to really get to the other. I mean, the first bolt's right there. When you remove the power box, first bolt's right there. The other two, I don't know. Plus with how rusty they are, who knows how well they're going to come off. They're probably just going to break. So, yeah. So once you get these annoying caps off of the end of the wiper arm, I kind of mangled this one. The other one kind of came off better, but this one, I kind of chewed it up. But oh well. You're going to take your 15mm socket and you're going to loosen up your wiper arms. Then from there, once you got the nuts off of both of them, I suppose you just start doing a bunch of wiggling and pulling, because that's really the only way that I think this is going to come off. Alright, oh, I forgot the wiper. The windshield washer is connected to it, so they're not going far. We're just going to maybe set them off in here. You could probably disconnect it there. I don't know. I think it's okay. We're going to have to take all this up anyway. Okay, so we got one off, I guess. And this one, which kind of flew over the edge a little bit. Okay, so that one's off. Now we have to remove the cowl, and we gotta move this also. So this weather stripping just pulls right off of the edge of the cowl like that. All this for a strut. This is stupid. Okay, so there's that. Now I gotta clean all my tools and stuff off there. Alright, so from there, this is the washer fluid line. It's connecting to both wiper arms right now that are just sitting here, and they kind of snap into place in these little clips that run all the way along the front of this cowl. So I just pulled it up, just kind of moved it out of the way, because honestly I'm kind of worried to disconnect anything, because I don't know, you know, they're old. Could be brittle. I just don't want to break anything. What did I do with the other wiper cap? Oh well, I'll find it. Now we're going to get rid of the clips. So there's these little pop rivets. Looks like they run all the way across the bottom. There's one up here, so there's probably one over there. Yep. And I guess we're just gonna maybe take a screwdriver or a pick. Just kind of pull up on them like that, and then once that's done, I guess you just remove the entire plastic cowl cover, and from there we should be able to see what else is holding the wiper motor assembly on. Okay, so all of them should be out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it should be 9 total. Didn't look like any were missing. And now this thing. Oh, yep. It looks like we gotta slide it past the wiper arm motor assembly. Oh, look at all that stuff in there. Wow. Let's try to grab it from this side. There we go. Ugh. That wasn't that bad. Thought that was going to maybe fight with us a little bit. Oh, look at all that. Alright, bolt there. I'm assuming, yep, that is part of our wiper assembly, so it's a good thing we took that off. There was something in the middle, but I don't see anything there. And there's probably another bolt over here somewhere. Right there. Ooh. Got to clean this out. Okay, that's a little better. I probably could have brought the shop vac out and sucked all this stuff out, but you know, there's really no point at this time doing it. Stupid bug keeps like landing on my leg and stuff. It's annoying. Okay, anyway. So from what I can see, I only see 4 bolts. There's 2 there, 1 there, 1 in there, and on the same exact side, or same opposite side I should say, 1 there and 1 there, and I think that's it. And they're 10s. That didn't seem like it took much to actually loosen them. So yeah, we'll loosen these up and then we'll see if this actually comes down and out of our way over there, I guess. Okay, and that was actually just as I predicted. So once those 4 bolts are out, you can just kind of push down on it and slide it out of the notches there, and the wiper motor is out. But now I think I gotta move some stuff to actually get it out, because now it's actually kind of in the way now more than ever. Didn't really think all of this through, but I really didn't want to have to take it out completely, but I might have to. Oh, we know that side for sure. Alright, and that opens up the back. That wasn't that bad. I guess I was thinking maybe that was going to be a little more challenging. Maybe trying to get the wipers back in sync is going to be maybe the challenging part. So, and the nice thing is I really don't have to, I just need to get access to that strut for the time being. When this strut's time to go, I think that can all be put back together and I don't have to really worry about that. So that's it. That's how you remove your broken strut, or I guess a strut anyway, on the Aztek, the front struts, and that's how you get the wiper motor assembly apart also. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog now because it kind of was a little bit all over the place. I'm hoping to actually get the new strut here real soon, or the slightly used strut, I guess, which means I'm going to have to do all of this again at the junkyard probably. But if I'm lucky, I can get 2 driver side struts. They're, you know, they're the same, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, that's what we have to do to actually get the rest of this off. And honestly, I'm not even sure if those are going to come out. Those are so rusted. I might end up just cutting them off with a hacksaw or something, and then just having the rest of that plate fall. But at least I'm happy at the fact that we actually have the shock tower out, like the entire shock assembly out of that side. And we'll have to do this side, you know, but yeah, so it wasn't too awful, and that's what you got to do basically, I guess. So hopefully this may have helped somebody if they stuck around this long. We kind of figured it out together, but that wasn't that bad. So that's it. That's all I've got for today, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share the video and channel if you can, please. Also check out teespring.com/store/Mike's Vehicle Spotlight for all of your MVS and vlog merchandise. That's it. It's hot. I gotta go shower because we're going to a goodbye party, a farewell party tonight for a friend of ours. Got a job at Disney World. So that's it. I will see you guys next time. Thank you again so much for watching. We're making progress. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.